How it feels during and after having a full body seizure in epilepsy. Before the seizure happens, it could be a few hours, it could be a few minutes before. Sometimes even that morning when I wake up, these specific feelings are around. And it's usually a strong indicator that a seizure will take place, but not all the time. I usually start to feel faint, dizzy, and nauseous. I feel extremely disconnected from my body and my mind. There's also this weird deja vu feeling that comes up, as if I've lived this before, I've been here before. It's as if this isn't my first time that I've been in this environment, but not in the sense that, oh, it's a daily thing, like you're going to class, you've been there. It's as if it feels off. It feels like a deja vu moment, that it's something you've experienced that you don't cognitively remember experiencing, but it's happening. I know that sounds really strange, but if you have seizures or epilepsy, I think you know what I'm talking about. It's as if I'm reliving something that hasn't technically happened yet. I usually feel outside of my body. I feel lost and confused. I'm usually unable to communicate a bit before it happens as well, just because all of these feelings are quite intense. Things are unclear in my head and kind of out of order and muddled. I feel like I'm in a fishbowl that doesn't accurately show what the outside world is reflecting. When the actual seizure takes place, I don't feel anything. I lose consciousness and everything goes black. It's kind of like being in nothingness. I guess it kind of can feel similar to blacking out from drinking too much alcohol. It's all dark, fuzzy, and black, and all I remember are those feelings that I initially described more at the beginning. And I don't remember anything until I wake up, which usually would be in a hospital bed, and I'm kept either for the day or a few hours until I'm allowed to be released. And in the aftermath, it can be very, very confusing. Your head feels extremely heavy. You just feel very confused, drained. The body is exhausted, and you feel extremely, extremely lethargic. My brain will still feel out of order for the rest of the day, and there's not much I can do for the rest of the day except for just lay down and rest. Sometimes I would also end up with other bruising, markings, etc., just because obviously when you're having a seizure, you're not conscious, so you just kind of drop down and begin seizing. So if there's tables, chairs, or other things in the way, you can very easily hit yourself on them while going down or during the seizure and end up with bruising, etc. So it prolongs that process of confusion, waking up, feeling good again, because the body is hindered in those ways as well. Epilepsy can be very frustrating because there is such a loss of control of our body and our minds become absent. So I just want you to know that you're not alone in those feelings of frustration. And I will say, as someone with epilepsy, the aftermath of the seizure is far more frustrating and annoying to deal with than the seizure itself. As during the seizure, I'm not conscious. I don't witness it. I don't see it. I'm totally blacked out until I wake up. The seizure itself is usually more alarming to the people who are witnessing it, because I don't see it, I don't feel it, and I'm not present when it takes place. And there's often a lot of judgment if this happens around people that don't know you or don't know what you struggle with. And that sometimes can be a part of the aftermath that feels the heaviest.